Warning: this program may contain visuals that might offend sensitive viewers. Parental guidance is advised.
Zinyuka kakhulu izehlakalo zobubhoklolo kanye nokuzibulala kwabafundi ezikolweni zakuleli. Ingabe lokhu kwenziwa yini?
Makangena ngomnyango ngase ngiyambona ukuthi lo mfana akekho right.
I don't feel safe at all. Even everywhere I go, I don't feel like it's a safe environment for any child to go there. I decided that death will be the solution of my problems. Ngabuyela kamereni, then afuna amapilisi, then I found a box lama painkillers nalo ngaliphuza.
Loma ngithi kusikolo ngoyitsana. Ngithatha khona ibarimba. Ngambulani warena
Lokhu sekulethe ukhathazeko okukhulu ngokwanda kwalezibalo. I-National Center for Child Protection iveza ukuthi bayanda abafundi ezikolweni zamabanga aphezulu abazama ukuyibulala. Ngokusho kwalenhlangano, zingaphezulu kwama-40 izigameko zokuzibulala ezibikiwe ezikolweni zaseGauteng kusukela kuqale unyaka. Lo mndeni usashaqekile kulandela isigameko esenzeka ngendodana yawo. uBrian wayeneminyaka eyi-15 ubudala, engumfundi ka-grade 10 kanti washona ekupheleni kaMbasa. Umndeni unembuzo eminingi kanti uthi esikoleni befunda kuso kunezinsolo zobubhoklolo eziholele ekupheleni kwempilo yengane yabo.
Uthe kwenzakaleni? Uke washo mase kaqala sekabhula sikaba nama complications ukuthi kahle kahle ine yenzeka esikoleni.
Ushilo makaqala ukuzwa inhlungu. Ngabo past 6 bakuza ubaba wakhe azombuza ukuthi how Brian ngithole ucingo lapha esikolweni. Bathi wena uye wala nenye ingane kwenzekeni? Yini ephoqa ukuthi uzwe ulo nalenye ingane? Wasethi yena kubaba wakhe, baba ngiyazi ngeke ungimamele kodwa ke I had to fight for myself. Lo mfana kudala eza kumina angibhulisha, namhlanje ngase ngithi mangizilwele. Okay, samamela ke samiyeka, wasiyaphuma ke uBrian endlini. Waya next door kwamakhe khona ishomi yakhe lapha abathu Simba. La afike khona wachazela uSimba ukuthi hayi Simba, namhlanje usuku lwami esikolweni belungekho luhle neze. Bangibhulishile lapha etoilet, bangicindezela nasebondeni, bangiphuzisa ngazi lento abamphuzise yona.
Umndeni wakhe wazama ukumphuthumisa esibhedlela kodwa kwanhlanga emuka nomoya.
Mase semfika esibhedlela. Kwahamba kanjani?
Masifika lapho ngase Hillbrook Clinic, hayi bayizamile imizamo yabo. Bagijima, bamthatha uBrian, bamfaka kwi-drip. Omunye weza wathatha negazi to an extent ukuthi kufike esimeni sokuthi basusa ipatient kulo mbheda loyo, bathatha uBrian bamlalise kulo mbhede, bamfaka na ku-oxygen. Kodwa ke hayi, ngawami nje amehlo akuthela ukuthi hayikwazi uNkulunkulu ke kulesimo engikusona ngaleso sikhathi.
Omunye umfundi wakulesikole uthi naye akazizwa ephephile njengoba efunda kulesikole.
I don't feel safe at all. Even everywhere I go, I don't feel like it's a safe environment for any child to go there. The bullying has still been going on. Like on Monday, there was a fight. this boy was being bullied for a book. And so then the principal suspended the boy that was being bullied for the book, which is the victim. Brian did tell me that they have been bullying him and stuff, and I didn't know the people. And to realize that this happened right after break when we were going to our next period, which is period 5. They bullied him there and that time after break. And he was shaking, he was like he was not fine at all. And he even rushed after school to go to his transport.
Umngane ongumakhelwane ombone ngaphambi kokuba ashone usilandisa ngenkulumo yabo yokugcina.
Yena ubethu usekhathele ngoba abantu bebemthathelana i-lunchbox yakhe. The day eshona kwangena ikhole yokuthi abazali kumele babuye because uBrian is bullying other kids. Ezin abathathanga that opportunity to balalele ukuthi uBrian is the one being bullied.
Kuze kube imanje umnyango wezemfundo eGauteng uthi isigameko sokushona kwalomfundi sisaphenywa.
The postmortem can tell us what led to the death of the child. That's what we are waiting for. For now, it's all speculation. It's a criminal investigation. So if they found that there was poison, they need to investigate as to what really happened. How did the child acquire poison? Was he given poison? Did he commit suicide? We don't know, because there's also high cases of learners committing suicide of late across. And this is one of the issues that we are dealing with in our school, mental health. Kids are going through a lot, and we really try. I mean, this is one of the schools that is fortunate to have a counselor on in-house to be able to counsel learners as and when they come to report their challenges. But some schools don't have, and those learners tend to end up taking drastic measures. We have quite a number of cases like that.
Ethembisa impumalanga yeGoli kunomfundi oneminyaka e16 ubudala ongasalibhadi esikolweni selokuvulwe izikolo esigabeni sesithathu sonyaka. Usibongile walala izinsuku ezimbalwa emva kokuphuza izinhlobo ezahlukene zamaphilisi ekhaya ezama ukuyibulala ngoba ebalekela ububhoqolo esikolweni. Okuphatha kabi uSibongile ukuthi izingane zeba incwadi yakhe lapho abhala konke okuyimfihlo nokumkhathazayo wenziwa ihlaya ngempilo yenhlupheko yasekhaya njengoba umama edayisa amakani ukuzama ukubeka ukudla etafuleni.
Bebahlezi banamagama for mina in class. Until this day they stole my diary and read everything through it. And the most painful thing is that bebhalwe ngempilo kamama. Then that's when they started calling me named through my mother. Amanye amapage ami uwadabulile. Amapage akhona uwaphista ematafuleni wesikolo. Amanye ubhala ngawo etoilet. Wathi kimi ngeke ucabanga ukuthi sitshela principal ngathi there's no use cause ngaripota kokucala nge-teacher yesikolo ingithuka abathathanga any action. But then mina masengenza intero ngikhana biza umzali wami bamtshela ukuthi mina ngenze intero.
Konke lokhu kwamenza ukuba athathe isinqumo esisheshayo azange angabazi uma efike ekhaya ebuya esikolweni.
I've seen that I've been a problem kubo. Ngcono cause I'm causing trouble ngizisuse. Usho njani simina maybe until we meet again in the next world. Umina njani? Ngithi mina truly speaking ngikhathele on my neck since ngifike kulesa school. Maybe if I move away, she'll find peace. Uzothola into ayifunayo. You can't do that. You know that I still need you. Think of your mother. Yes, I'm sorry. But then I can't anymore.
Emva kokufika ekhaya, ingane yatshontsha amaphilisi yawaphuza ngasese.
I decided that death will be the solution of my problems. Ngabuyela kamereni. Then afuna amanye amaphilisi. Then I found i-box lama painkillers nalo ngaliphuza. Ngathula futhi ama-medications nawo ngawaphuza. Ngithe mina kodwa waphuza Nangithi ngishinya khona ngithi hayi kwangena umuntu asekhaya. Ngavele ngazivalela phakathi kwe-wardrobe. Then makahamba ngamupha iletha. Ngathi ngicela ayifune makafika kibo. Then amanye angaphakathi uzowapha umama makabuye. Then ngafaka ku-status, then I wrote like maybe if I found peace, I'll find it in the heavens. If it has to be rest in peace to me, let it be so.
Kikitimela ku kamoreng a ke mbone kanti o kene ka mara wardrobe o nwele dipilisi o teng o dutse so already a kere wa robala o ithekgile ka khushi wa apere school tie e ready ke bona e tletse powder ke a founa ke o entseng a re o romile overdose ya dipilisi ke a mmontsha ka mo wardrobe ke meya ga ke meya mo ke wa o etsa so wa o sampose o kgethe bophelo ba arma makgatetse ke kopa o tsamaya a ke sa nyaka next ke fine ka se ishu modimo a ka se rate o re mathe re fitlhe go sepetlela ke kope thuso a ke kopa thuso ba re mme mo wa nyang tomare mama a ke sa nyaka next ntlele ke tsamaya mama ke kopa o ska ka matlo ke kopa o bule matlo wena bula matlo o be stele that time ke nako thomang a tlhatsa everything so le nna ke rapela please ke kopa ngwana ka mbelele then ke apeng ka o understand a ke tsebo o nwele ke ka kang wa etsahala eng doctor mkoba re etsakang ke a kopa
ufuna kwenzakaleni ngala bantwana benza lokho?
I wish they could go out of the school because I feel like isikolo sami because most of the kids that have been rejected from other schools bayabathatha esikolweni.
Mina ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi why i-Department of Education ingarespondi ngoba i-bullying is too much ekoleni and mina ngisebenza nazo inkolo ngiyazi ukuthi i-bullying is too much and abantwana besikolo bahamba baphethe ama-weapons against us of which abanye ama-teacher ayabasaba and then abantwana besikolo bayakhona ukuthembisa uthisha ukuthi bazomlinda ngaphandle or bafunezitishera lo bathishe eklasini so izinto eziso zenzakala kanjani and then why abantwana babhula abanye baripotwa but i-action ingathathwa even nasesikoleni uthola ukuthi i-action ayithathwa kune-favoritism and then abantwana baboshwa i-punishment abayitholi so i-wish yami ukuthi ngibone abantwana bayitholile i-punishment so that abazali babo bazokwazi ukuthi abanye abantwana bakumelanga babhulishe abanye abantwana ngoba banamandla.
Umama wakhe uthi lo yibhoqolo wabatshela bonke egumbini lokufundela ukuthi bazomhlasela uma kuphuma isikole.
Klasi nalokathi nina class namhlanje ngizobona umhlolo. Today bathi ukhuluma ngani athi kuzofa umuntu namhlanje. So usho phezulu komntwanami ngoba umntwana akahlanga isikhaftini ngisithole asesibhedlela esiqhubhekini the following day. Really ukuthi umntwana bekathukile right bekathi traumatized ukuthi ngiyoshawa akazi isikhaftini makaphuma after school kula bamthola khona le mnayisi motswari ke balele tswale la hayi le sikolo ngakitse ko sikolo ngwetsana nka thola khona ba rimba bambulayini or yena kuyibulayini na or disayitile samale na because aro ipula upala kupula o batsadi batho a ke kopa thuso nna motho a mpa thuso.
Nasetsakane khona eGoli sihlangane nengane ethi ayisalibhadi esikolweni yayeka nyakenye ngesimo sokuhlukumezeka ngoba ingenwe abantu abadala.
Into engishoyo ukuthi bengicelela ukuthi mangathola nje usizo bangincede ukuthi ngithole isikolo esingeke esingibhekise ngenxa ukuthi ngedlozi ukuthi ngithwasile or bang-understand the way ngingakhona. Because angifuni ukukhuluma I'm a hard worker esikoleni ngiyafunda futhi kodwa ngenxa yokuthini bangigxela phansi ngenxa yedlozi ingiphathise kabuhlungu yona baleyo ingakho ngagcina sengingena isikole.
Ayikaphumi imphumela yokuhlola imbangela yokushona kukaBrian njengoba lungakaphothulwa uphenyo kodwa siziko lozokusakaza angeke suliphothule lolu daba singazi ukuthi kahle uma umuntu ephuze noma ephuziswe ushefu ungambulala emva kwesikhathi esingakanani udokotela ongungodi kulolu daba uyacacisa.
We are seeing an increase in suicides, especially in the young ones, for many reasons. but especially when it coming to rat poison, we've got what they call arupirim, or step 1, 2, 3, which is the most available and yet the most dangerous rat poison, which is commonly being used for suicide from teenagers and also adults. It depends on how much you have consumed. If you have consumed a little amount, sometimes you've got a little bit more time, and usually you see the foaming in the mouth, sometimes the self-defecation, the confusion, and then loss of consciousness, and eventually they don't know where they are or demise. This poison usually works after being ingested. It gets into your stomach, absorbed into your blood, and then when it gets to the brain, that's where the danger is. And in the brain, it causes a reaction such that one suffers and cannot breathe properly. In most instances, the reaction or the effects of the poison is immediate, and you cannot anticipate how much they have consumed. Therefore, you do not have time. And the best thing is to run to an emergency center immediately or call an ambulance if possible.
Indlela ushevu namaphilisi kusebenza ngakho emzimbeni akufani.
Tablets is a different ballgame altogether because it depends on what kind of tablets. And usually one takes the most available tablets, the easier to access tablets. Paracetamol, which is commonly called Panado, is one of the easier to reach out. You've got, the antidepressant tablets. Usually somebody who wants to take their life, they've got access to depressant medicines, either because they've been diagnosed or not. And then you've got much more stronger medication, the ones that you inject, and those ones have got a much faster effect because they are being put directly into the bloodstream.
Ibhodi elingamele izikolo kuzwelonke, i-National School Governing Body, lihlaba kakhulu ukuphathwa komakhalekhukhwini ezikolweni, lithi yikona okuba nomthelela omkhulu ezihlweni enjengalezi.
Simply we said, don't bring the cell phones to school. The solution is for the government. The solution is for the Department of Education. Empower these parents. Empower parents through the school governing bodies. School governing bodies is center of communities. If this school government can really be strengthened, and they will be able to rally around the communities and also teach what we mean by parental involvement, what we mean by parenting. They will understand what we mean. And then we shall be able to solve the problem.
Umnyango wezemfundo kuzwelonke uthi kufanele kubanjiswane ukuzama ukuqeda isihlava sobubhoklolo obenzeka ezikolweni kungasolwa kuphela umnyango wezemfundo.
We cannot act surprised when they act violently as well against each other. It is us as society that need to reflect and say, is this who we really want to be? Are we raising children that are going to be good, constructive citizens that are going to contribute to the growth and stability of the country? Or we are raising children who are going to always choose violence as a means of resolving issues among themselves? So it is important that before you blame anybody, you ask yourself, what role do you have to play in bringing a harmonious environment where you live? That's why we are working with our stakeholders wherever they are. We work with other government departments because we understand that the issue of bullying, just like GBV, it's a behavioral matter, it's a societal matter that needs no blame, but it needs all of us to take responsibility.
Sivakashele welapha ukuhlukumezeka ngengqondo ngendlela eziningi mayelana nalolu daba. Sifuna ukuthola ukuthi yini ebangela kuba kuqubuke kakhulu izehlo zobubokrolo ezikolweni kanye nokuyibulala kwabafundi esikhatheni samanje.
Abantwana babonisa ukuthi ku society kwenzakalani, kugcwele udlame, and most of indawo uzawuthola ukuthi udlame liqala ekhaya or liqala kule ndawo esihlala kuyo. So umntwana xa ebukela abazali bakhe besilwa na utata mhlawumbe besilwa nomama, sometimes uzothola ukuthi ifamily ehlala no dadobawo no mamncinci kanjalo, so uthola ukuthi ngabo abalwayo endlini. So umntwana uyafunda, uyabona ukuthi okay ilife iphilwa kanje apha ekhaya. Xa esiya esikolweni naye uthola ichance yabantu abangaphansi kwakhe azawubabhulisha, azawuyenza yonke leyo nto. Ezinye izinto uzawuthola ukuthi umntwana akaziva kakuhle lento esibiza ngokuthi i-low self-esteem ngesilungu. So xa efika esikolweni yena uyazikhalala, ubone ngathi akafani nabanye abantwana. Mhlawumbe ngamanye amaxesha uthola ukuthi unomona for abanye abantwana, mhlawumbe xa sendichaza nje ukuthi abantu ba-understand. So xa igqibile uzawuyenza ababonayo ukuthi ngathi bona baphila kakuhle emakhaya, abethe bona, abhulishe bona, so that yena azobona ngathi ungumntwana onamandla, ongcono kunabanye. Abanye abantwana bakwazi ukuthi bachazele umzali ukuthi mina ndiyoyika ukuya esikolweni because ngesi sizathu. Ukhumbule kwezinye indawo umntwana xa engafuni ukulwa kuthiwa ligwala. And kwi-society zethu abantu bacinga ukuthi xa uligwala then awufani nabanye abantu, bayakhalala, bayak-undermine. So umntwana uvela abe naleyo nto esithi avoidance, abe nento esibiza ngokuthi ngesilungu i-hypervigilant. Uthola ukuthi umntwana uhlala esoyika, ebone ngathi into izawenzeka, noma uthi mhlawumbe ugqitha phambi kwakhe sekhutha ezifihla.
Makangena umntwana ephuma esikolweni, umzali khona kanjani ubona ukuthi umntwana manje khona into engahambi kahle, simtreat kanjani?
Abanye abantwana bayakwazi ukuzifihla, kodwa into engizayisho ebazalini ukuthi qhela ukuthi umntana xa ebuya esikolweni ubuze ukuthi bekunjani esikolweni. Qhela ukwazi amagama wechomi zabantwana bakho, ukwazi ukuthi mhlambe uNosiphe benjani namhlanje esikolweni, utheni ebekhona esikolweni. Nabafana, umntana xa ethetha ngechomi zabafana ungabi ngilomzali ozawuba strict ukuthi awufuna ukumamela abantwana xa bethetha ngabafana. So miyeke axoxele ngabafana ukuthi ubani uThemba yena wathini. So buza ngoThemba as well ukuthi uThemba yena utheni. So kukhona izinto esizibiza ngokuthi zi-non-verbals or ama-gestures. Umntana xa eqala mhlawumbe benincokola bese uyabuza ukuthi uThemba or uNtomkayise utheni. Xa eqala esithi fanele ukuthi ubone ukuthi amehlo ayabaleka xa sithetha ngale ndaba, kwenze njani. Utitsha utheni, khawuthi ndibona incwadi zakho. Yabo, uzawuzibona ngamanye amaxesha abantwana banyathela neincwadi zabanye, uthola ukuthi incwadi seyimdaka. Khawubuza ukuthi bekwenze njani, kutheni incwadi yabanje.
Yini indima yomthetho ezinganeni zamabhoqolo?
The Children's Act and the Child Justice Act deal with children. That is under the age of 18. Anybody who is older than 18 is no longer a child. And I say that because it's very important to determine the issue of criminal capacity. So children who are between the ages of 10 and 14, there is a presumption that they cannot form criminal capacity. The state then has to establish that that particular child has capacity to distinguish between right and wrong. Younger children, there is in fact an irrebuttable presumption that a child who's under the age of 10 cannot form criminal capacity. So it's very important to first of all start by determining how old the child is before any decisions are made what should happen to that particular child.
Kubukeka sengathi luseludo ukhalo lokuqeda nya lezinkinga ukuze kuphele ukwanda kobubhoqolo kanye nokuzibulala kwabafundi ezikolweni.